as long as there is an ending, there shall be song. For as long as there is song, there will be ending. This is where we belong. That's why I bring you up here, is because I want you to look, not just look at the pretty scenery, I want you to look just as far off as you can see. Just a long ways this way. Just a long ways that way. You just reach out and grab way over there and pull it to yourself. And I want you to imagine how much Mother Earth places there for you to borrow and then give it back. Listen to that crow down there. You hear him? He's telling you, come down. Come down. He wants to give you something. We don't have any money. We've got no money in our pockets now. But look how rich the Indian is. That is ours. It belongs to us. And it will belong to your children if you protect it. I can come here and I can see my whole life up here. And you will too someday. Because your enemy is anyone that goes like this and prevents you from seeing as far as you can. Anyone. I'm not saying it's a certain somebody or it's a certain person. I'm saying anything or anyone that prevents you from seeing as far as you can. Anybody that prevents you from seeing is your enemy. And that's the way it is. Because you have got to be able to see in order to walk that distance, don't you? It's going to take you a long time to walk across there. And what's going to take you across there is song. There's a song that I give you, a song that your grandpa gives you, and your grandpa. And it's the songs that their grandmas gave them, and their grandmas before them, to enable them to be able to walk from here, where your eyes are, to as far as you can see. And then from that point, as far as you can see. And from that point, as far as you can see. And it's going to take from here, from in your heart, to walk that long ways. Like we're here at Daybreak. The first song in the circle of songs that we sing is the morning song, or the wake-up song. Because the sun warms us on top of this mountain, now is the time to sing it.
Yeah!
circle of song. And there are many songs that follow. But that starts our day, every day. Whether we're here, or whether we get up, go outside and we might sing it to ourselves. But at daybreak we sing that. This begins the circle of song. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Listen. So you hear the coyote answer now. Hello, coyote. Here we are. He's calling us. He's going to give you something. That's the circle of song, the start. My name really isn't important. I'm one of the children of the Sun Indians of the Spokane. My Christian name is Cliff Cy John. My Indian name is Poor Wolf. This is a film about the circle of song and how the circle of song surrounds my family. This is a film of the beginning of another day. This is a film about the birth of some children, my children. They are about to be reborn and given their Indian names. And it'll be this time that they will be taking a step forward in the trail that will take them to the completion of the circle of song. My grandparents have left my father many treasures and values. These were also left for my brother and myself by them. The basic treasure of who we are and where we should go and what we should do to carry with us. It is my grandmother and my grandfather who lived during the era of the old Indian assembling into the modern world. Their assemblance also included the ceremonial grounds and the ring of teepees at the Indian Congress in what is now Spokane. Things have not changed since that time. There is still the Indian, there's still the Indian's life, and there's still the Indian's values. He has changed only in appearance. The appearance of clothing and of the cars he drives and of the modern world that we now live in. Gatherings are still very important to my people, and it is basically a time to speak with the old ones and to listen to them as to what they have to say to us.
Look at my... We got ourselves into something this morning.
Yes. Tell us what it was like when you were a little girl.
I was a little girl?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I was wild.
I'll tell you what I really thought that would be nice is the old-time campfires, the bonfires, and seeing the smoke come out of the teepees.
Yes.
They'd always have these great big bonfires, clear around, and we didn't see any here, and that's what I was telling Joy about, that we didn't have any here. What else do you miss, Joy?
This wasn't always our campgrounds. There was another band on the other side somewhere when that was the campgrounds, and at that time we have 6 districts on the reservation, and each district had a dance place by itself, and each district had their own dances. And they went from one to the other, and they tried to outdo one another in dancing, and that was something. We didn't have anything like this. And then both Miley and I do not see anything in the way that you boys, you young people, fancy dance. That's not Indian dancing. Not the dignified Indian dancing that we all know.
Many Indian people have tried to leave their country and tried to forget what their grandparents left for them. With my family, we will never forget who we are, and that the old warrior's thoughts and feelings in us are as strong as 100 winds. Dancing is such a big part of my life and of my family's life. To be able to dance, to pay tribute to the warriors who died long before us, to dance the same dance, the preparation of battle that has been danced for as long as the Indian's foot has touched this earth. The flag dance, the warm-up dances, the warriors' dances are all a part of my family and shall remain so because it is my responsibility to give my children what my mother and my father gave me. The earliest thoughts I can remember watching the dancers. I can remember the drum. The first thing, like a heartbeat, the heartbeat of my people. Those are the first thoughts I can ever remember having. My father lived through the era of the changing of the Indian, from the warriors to the farmers to the peaceful Indian who dressed like the white man. Now I find myself living in that world, dressing like the white man, speaking like the white man. But I refuse to give up my values that my father has given me and his father gave him. The values of Indian, the treasures of the Indian, the life of the Indian. I refuse to give those up. And I have told my children to refuse, to tell their children to refuse, and their children to refuse. Hunting is extremely important to my family. A basic part of our diet is the deer meat. I learned from a very young man as I followed my brother and my dad through the woods that there was a reason for us to be here. To borrow from Mother Earth the one animal that would give us enough energy to continue on for another day. Hunting to us is a way of life. It is not a sport. It is not for fun. And we take only that which we can use. You guys have got to, you guys walk too loud. You gotta walk quieter. See these twigs like this? You can't be stepping on them like that. You gotta walk around them, step around them, because that's what he's waiting for us to do, is make a mistake. Understand?
Yeah.
Watch where you walk. Think soft. Think quiet. You have to be as quiet and as smart as he is. Otherwise, we'll never catch him. When you cross the water back here, you guys playing in the water. You can't play in the water. You're gonna step easy. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be breaking ice and breaking twigs. You're gonna be quiet. And when you look around, you move your eyes. You don't look, move your head like that, move around like that. Understand?
Yeah.
So when you look for him, you just move your eyes and you be quiet. You go and you stop. You go and you stop. You go and you stop. When you get on his track, you just go and stop and look ahead and look on this way. Because he might come around and come back around us. And he might be standing over here laughing as we go by. Look at them guys. Looking around, not even see me. So we gotta be smart. He might even be just laying down right around the corner up there. Just waiting for us to step on a twig so he knows we're coming. Upway he'll go. It'll take us another half a day to catch him. So you gotta be quiet and think. Use your head. Wherever you step. It's gotta be quiet. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. My father and mother have given my brother and I the most important thing that they could ever give us. Not money, not a car, but they gave us pride. pride as Indians. They've instilled upon us that we come from a family of warriors. My father is the strongest one I know. My brother is my heart. My mother is my arms. And my people are my legs. Get down. Get down. Get up here. Look. Over there. Get down. Get up. Look right over there. Look at all those eagles. This is where the tracks of the deer brought us. He's brought us to one of the most powerful places. Very few men have seen such a sight. Indians for a long time have paid tribute to the eagle, for he is the most powerful one. The deer that we are tracking now and hunting, we have paid tribute to him. Even to the point of where song has played a most important part. In hunting, there's hunting songs. He's usually sang before you go hunting or in the sweat house. Maybe the day before, you know? And we even have songs for the eagle, for the powerful songs, and those are from the sweat house. These are all inner power from in here, from your heart, that you pay tribute to the bird that flies over there, and to the one that we track. A long time ago, when the Indians, before they go hunting, as my grandpa told me, is that they would sing for many days so they'd have good luck, asking the animal, "Don't be too smart, animal. Give us a chance. We know we're not as smart as you. Give us a chance to catch you." Watch the eagles as they fly above the river, looking for the salmon. I think maybe the deer that we're tracking has brought us here for a specific purpose. Maybe he knows that I have 2 young men with me. Maybe 2 boys who are about ready to be men. And all the things that your grandpa and your uncle have taught you about hunting, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to have to need from here to the time we catch him. Look at the eagle. This is where your education is loving the animals and the birds, and how to take them from Mother Earth as a gift and giving back to Mother Earth. I can feel it. We are getting close to him. We will catch him soon. And we must need all the strength that we can get from ourselves and our heart. This is a hunting song. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, 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 hey, 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 yeah, 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 hey, 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 ha, ha, yeah, 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 hey, ha, hey, ha, ha, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey, ha, ha, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, ha, hey, 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 ha, ha. It is time to go. We must catch him before he gets too far ahead of us. You ready?
Yeah.
Think. We need to do everything that we've been taught between now and the time we catch him. For he is going to be his smartest now. And he is saying, "Come on, boys. Come and catch me if you can. Are you men or are you little boys?" So let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are only the images of ourselves. We are in it.